This piece is from Benjamin Miley, who was writing during the COVID-19 pandemic. For a small amount of perspective at this moment, imagine you were born in 1900. When you are 14, World War I starts and ends on your 18th birthday, with 22 million people killed. Later in the year, a Spanish flu epidemic hits the planet and runs until you are 20. 50 million people die from it in those 2 years. Yes, 50 million. When you're 29, the Great Depression begins. And unemployment hits 25%. Global GDP drops 27%, and that runs until you are 33. The country nearly collapses along with the world economy. When you turn 39, World War II starts. You aren't even over the hill yet. When you're 41, the United States is fully pulled into World War II. Between your 39th and 45th birthday, 75 million people perish in the war, and the Holocaust kills 6 million. At 52, the Korean War starts and 5 million perish. At 64, the Vietnam War begins and it doesn't end for many years. 4 million people die in that conflict. Approaching your 62nd birthday, you have the Cuban Missile Crisis and a tipping point in the Cold War. Life on our planet, as we know it, could well have ended. Great leaders prevented that from happening. As you turn 75, the Vietnam War finally ends. Think of everyone on the planet born in 1900. How do you survive all of that? A kid in 1985 didn't think their 85-year-old grandparent understood how hard school was. Yet those grandparents, and now great-grandparents, survived through everything listed above. Perspective is an amazing art. Let's try and keep things in perspective. Let's be smart, help each other out, and we will get through all of this. In the history of the world, there has never been a storm that lasted. This too shall pass. Come to think of it, I know of a guy born in the 1900s, 1901. I thought that he was born in the 1900, but apparently he was born a year later. He was a jazz artist, and I have much respect for this guy. He has this unusual voice that as a young boy, I would listen to my neighbors and sometimes my father, playing his records. And it was really, it's unusual. He has this voice that only he has, and apparently when I looked at this biography, he died the same year I was born, in 1971. He was a jazz artist and he experienced all of the things that was discussed by Benjamin Miley, the original author of the previous segment. He experienced all this and more. This guy, he was also a black person, an African American person, and during his time, being a black and artist, it's difficult for him to really enter the music scene and all that. And he chose to live at the time when the stakes are high and it's difficult for a colored person just like him. So all the things that was discussed experienced that. Plus, the kicker is he was black. But in 1967, he sang the most iconic song of hope, which is really apt today, really appropriate. His name is Louis Armstrong. He died in 1971, and that song was What a Wonderful World. I think a lot of people fail in life, in love, and even in stock market because of impatience. They always want action and stuff happening. Well, in the movies it may seem that way, but in real life there will be a lot of moments when you're going to spend time just waiting for the right time to buy, to sell, waiting for your significant other to arrive, waiting for him or her to come home, waiting. As Warren Buffett said, most used phrase I think, the stock market is a place where wealth is transferred from the impatient to the patient. Be patient in life, in love, in investment. As you don't stand just waiting for water to boil, just leave the stock market alone. Be patient. Be in love with the present moment. In life, as it is in love, being is convertible to the good. And since what is good is beautiful, you know the rest. Day 29, 100 meaningful days. The so-called Matthew effect. People don't rise from nothing. We owe a lot from parentage and patronage. To those who have, more will be given. Special ingredients to success: hard work, talent, and passion. Thanks to Madame Flor, Dr. Flor, for sharing this wonderful prayer. Oh Lord, please keep all the stupid people from breeding. We're getting badly outnumbered down here. The focus on the impermanence of everything is not negative. Because of it, one is led to the realization that this now will never repeat. Everything is sacred inasmuch as it is. The thing is good and therefore beautiful. Let your now be unforgotten. In a flick of a hand, everything is different again. The experience that brought you here or there changes. Your hair changes, your weight, your blood circulates back and is renewed every single moment. Don't get stuck to the past because there is no past. Don't dream about the future because there is no future. Awaken, dear soul, everything will surely pass. And before the wind blows your last leaf to the ground, make that one last dance with destiny before you kiss the ground like everything else.